We like to do like surprise things here on Beats One Apple Music. In the last 10 minutes, it all became very official, even though the artist has already been signposting to fans saying this is going to do it. Let's get Roy up. Let's catch up with Roy Blair right here, live from somewhere in the world. Roy Blair, green of hair. What's good, man?
Hi.
How are you? Yeah, good.
I'm great.
Nice.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for taking the time. I'm Zane. Good to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on everything, and thanks for getting ready to share music with us here on Apple Music. So, bro, you've taken some time to get this mix together. I mean, we had productions and collaborations and music coming before and singles coming before, but I feel like you've been tucked away. What have you been doing?
Just working.
Just working.
I spend like most of my time working. Yeah, I design like a lot of my stuff with my friend Tyler, and like we just like design a lot. And I went to Iceland for a month to work on music in June.
Why?
Which is crazy. Just to get away, just to be like disconnected from everything.
Had you always wanted to go to Iceland, or was it a little bit of a kind of throw a pin at the map type thing?
It was kind of like sporadic. I feel like I started to want to go to Iceland like last year.
Yeah. What was it like? Did you have a good time?
It was crazy. It was just like it's like another world. It's crazy.
If you could describe it like in a sentence, your experience there, just like making music in a place like that, which is about as isolated as you can get, but obviously has a huge creative history. Some amazing music and musicians and artists that come out of this. That isolation works. Yeah. How did it work for you?
It was cool. I mean, the whole time I was there, it was daytime. Like it never got night. So that was just like, obviously, like that was a trip.
Yeah.
And I was just like fighting that, but yeah, it was amazing. It was just like we just made music like every day.
Yeah. So how much music do you think you came back with? We're about to get this mix, so I know a lot of it's probably going to feature in graffiti, but like how much did you how productive were you?
We made like 20 songs.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Just like every day.
I always wonder why more musicians don't do that. Like, no disrespect, there's some legendary studios all over the world, and in particular here in California, there's some of the world's most legendary studios still standing. But if you can make music remote, why you wouldn't just go to LAX or whatever your international airport is and just point at a place on the board and just see if there's a ticket? Just go.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I just think like disconnecting is something that like artists my age should do. Since like we're always connected, not to be on like the social media taking over everything.
No, that's deep. Let's go, Roy.
I mean, it's just meditative. You know what I mean? It's just meditative to like get away from everything and just like be with your thoughts and like only your thoughts.
How do you really feel about social media? Really?
I love it, but also like it can be like really bad. I think for me, like it gives me anxiety. Like obviously, like I'm just like on it constantly.
Do you reach for your phone first thing when you wake up?
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? We're just trained to do that now. It's so nuts.
Yeah. It's like non-conscious thought. Yeah.
I just stopped doing that. I actually only about what do you reckon? Up to 6 weeks ago, probably. I started bragging about that lifestyle change. Probably about a month and a half. I was like, I'm going to check out of that whole routine, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to actually put something in it, like positive in my spirit, rather than just throw myself into social media and see what's out there. At least for an hour. I might just take an hour for myself.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, smart. I mean, I started meditating like 2 years ago. I'm just like not good at keeping up with it. Like I'll just do it like once a month.
Did you take to it quickly? Because I found with meditation, like I actually do meditation on and off. I'm just saying I find a hard time getting into routine with it. But I find it's hard for me to connect with it. Like I haven't picked it up as quick as others. Did you pick it up pretty fast?
I feel like I was like looking for something to believe in when I was doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I was like really into it at first, and then I just think like it's really hard to like repeat something at the beginning of the day when you wake up. I feel like I'm like most excited about my day like the first like 5 minutes I wake up. So
and I suppose you probably made music until you went to sleep. You probably fell asleep while you were listening to music, and so the first thing you want to do when you wake up is listen to the music you made last night. Am I right?
100%. Or just like make new music, you know what I mean? So yeah. It's tough to like put aside like 10 minutes just to that.
How hard are you on yourself on your music? How hard are you when you come back in the cold light of day with a clean set of ears?
So hard. Like I'm like easily like the most like self-critical like person, like one of the most self-critical people I know, for sure.
Yeah. One of the things I love about your story, and you may be bored of talking about this to people, but I've got to discuss it because it's important to me, is how important to you, the Odd Future era is, because I have this feeling in my mind that there is like they are the single most influential musical moment of the last decade for a new generation of artists.
Easily, yes. Top 3, top 1. Yes, Tyler. Yeah.
In
100%.
your own words, because I got my feelings, but I'm talking to you. So, in your own words, how does it influence permeated through Roy Blair yourself as a
Well, I feel like I'm not saying I wasn't listening to hip hop before Odd Future, because like I was into Kanye, I was like listening to Cudi at the same time, like two of like my idols. But like basically like once like I was in 8th grade when I first heard like Tyler and Odd Future, and like once that door was like open for me, basically like there was like so much other music I was like being like shown and like listening to. It was like basically just like, I mean, it was just a part of like me coming of age, basically.
I just feel like the whole attitude toward it, independent release and distribution as well, and taking control of your own creative.
Yeah, 100%.
They got that, and there were forebearers before that who went ahead and charted the path. But I just feel like they were the first generation of artists that were that age, speaking to kids their own age, saying, "Just don't do it the old way. Just do it your way."
Yeah, definitely. And we saw it on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like we saw it on like the Tumblr. You know?
Yeah.
Like so like for us, it was like the first group that was like speaking to us in like basically like a language we could understand.
What's on the bottle for the hair color for that, dude? It looks proper neon on the face.
I mean, it was like green and yellow, and then like I just haven't re-dyed it, so it's just like now it's just like it's like it's like just total like
it's full toxicity.
Yeah, it's just like sewer. Yeah, 100%.
I love it. All right, bro, we're going to get into graffiti in a few seconds' time. Let's just get some words about this, because this is, I mean, first of all, thank you for taking, for choosing us to be able to share this music with, man. I mean, being a live stream on a streaming service and giving us all this music no one's ever heard before is wicked. It's why we're here. So let's talk about why you put it into a mix, and I know that it begins with a conversation, ends with a conversation, so there's a thematic thread throughout it. So can you give us an idea as to what's gone into this and what you were trying to achieve with graffiti?
Yeah, 100%. So basically, yeah, it's just like a collection of like B-sides and demos, and just like stuff I haven't used for the album yet, that I made over like the past year. And I just thought it kind of like sums up like the past year or like past 2 years of like where I've been in my life, like post like releasing my first record, Cat Heaven. And I just think I called it graffiti because, I mean, we'll hear, and then like maybe we talk after, but like it's basically just like kind of like a love letter to hip hop, I think.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the album as well. I'm assuming that with graffiti, you're buying, you're giving us something to keep us warm, because it's coming either late fourth quarter or maybe early 2020.
Yeah, it's basically, this is just like a bridge between like the first record and the next record. And I think, it's definitely coming next year. I'm just like taking my time with it. I'm trying to like make it the best it could possibly be, yeah.
Cat Heaven's one of the best album titles of all time. Do you have a working title or a title for the new record?
Yeah, it's right now it's called Chasing Moving Trains.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, okay, how about we not talk about the origin of it, because it's such an awesome title. Let's just let people absorb that and consume it in their own way. But appreciate you being transparent with that. All right, Roy Blair, thank you. It's been great to connect with you, with the sewer hair and the Icelandic experiences and the Odd Future testimonials, and now with the mix, 30 minutes plus, unreleased music, Roy Blair right here, the graffiti mix only.
Let's go!
Beats One.